Hello everyone, konnichiwa. This is Teacher Aya. How are you guys doing? Today we will be doing a lesson video. We will tackle the differences between British English and American English. And joining me in today's video are two beautiful teachers, Teacher Cassie from America and Teacher Lizzie from England. You may have already seen them in the introduction of wonderful teachers in NativeCamp series. For those of you who haven't watched the series yet, please do watch it and don't forget to click or tap the subscribe and like button. In today's video, it will be divided into 3 parts. First, we will tackle the differences between American English and British English pronunciations. In the second part of the video, we will tackle the differences between American English and British English spelling of the words. In the last part of the video, we will tackle the differences between American English and British English words, which have the same meaning but different words. For example, lift versus elevator. All right, so are you guys excited? I'm pretty excited. So let's get started. Okay, so let's move on to the third category. This is like, there are differences when it comes to pronouncing these words. Let's start with the very common one, water.
Water.
Yes.
Yeah, water is the clear beverage that you drink.
Yeah.
People will say in different parts of the US, people will say this differently as well. For instance, you'll hear people on the East Coast, like New Yorkers, they'll say it like water. Let's get some water. There's people in like the central United States will say it differently as well. But yeah, water is usually the standard US English way to say it.
Yes. What about in British English?
Okay, so again, we would pronounce the T and we would say water. But if you were from South London, you would say water.
Oh, no T.
Water. Yeah, no, you would glottal, you would go water. Water. Can I have a water? Yeah, London. Like South London, Cockney kind of accent. But for me, I am just general English, Southern English. I would say water. Yeah.
All right, thank you. So before we proceed to the next word, a lot of students want to know, like, for you, Teacher Cassie, what do you think about British English?
I love British English.
Yes.
I think it is like we were saying earlier, I think it's so cool and classy.
Very classy. That sounds very classy.
I wish I had a British accent.
Yeah.
My American accent is so like blah. I wish I had an English accent. Yeah.
Thank you so much. What about Teacher Lizzie? What do you think about American English?
It's interesting because we grow up on American TV. There's so much more American TV than UK TV.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's quite easy for a lot of UK people to put on an American accent. I love the South American accent. I'm not even going to attempt to do it, but I just love the way it's a bit more sing-songy and a bit more easy. But I would say, yeah, I always find it really fascinating, and whenever I meet somebody from the States, I find it so difficult to try and pinpoint where they're from region-wise based on your accent. I'm terrible at that, especially because like New York, like the Bronx accent used to be way more strong than it is now, and I feel like it's all sort of calmed down into a more neutral accent. I don't know if you feel the same way, Cassie.
Yeah, it's interesting too, I find, because it's with the States growing and so many people moving so many places. Like, I'm originally from near Chicago, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I lived in LA for a few years, and now I live in Nashville, Tennessee, and it's just like, so my accent is all over the place. And so like, it's so funny, I was telling somebody that I was from Wisconsin the other day, and Wisconsin accents are very like distinct. They almost sound Canadian. And
can you give us an example for the students?
An example would be like, you really elongate the A's, especially, so you would say bag. That's like a instead of bag. vague, or you would say, I'm trying to think of some other words and things like that. But that's the most common one. So it's really like elongated words like that. So it's like kind of very almost Canadian to an extent. And so I was speaking to a woman and she was like, you don't have that accent at all. You just have a very like general, like standard US accent. And I was like, okay, that's good. So at least I hope so. But yeah, it is interesting. Sorry, like you were saying, like to pinpoint where accents are from with people moving to so many different places as well.
Yeah.
Like it's just kind of like, oh, okay, like you're from New York, but you live in, you know, Georgia or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's, your accent could be a combination of different things as well. But it's hard for us as well in general to say, to determine on accents unless it's like something you study and you're interested in. So
Okay, I'm glad it's not just me.
yeah, it's for all. It's for us too. Yeah.
Yes. All accents are beautiful, actually.
I agree
Distinct
with
and beautiful in their
you.
own way.
Yeah, totally. It's just they're all beautiful. It just shows just you know, we're all diverse, gorgeous people the way that we are. So.
Yes, we are. All right. And we have here the pronunciation of the word laboratory or laboratory in American English.
Laboratory. I don't know if I know that one.
As in a laboratory, like a lab.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
that one.
oh,
I was saying a British English one. Okay. In American English.
Okay. Yeah, so that is laboratory, is what we call it.
Really?
Yeah, really, yep, laboratory or a lab
Yes.
is what we would say. Yeah, but like the big long word is laboratory.
I never knew that.
Really?
Wow, yeah. So
Yeah.
we would say laboratory. Yes, is that what I said before? Yes.
Yes.
We would say
Yeah, that's what you said before.
laboratory or lab for short, but we wouldn't say laboratory because another word that we have for the toilet is the lavatory, which sounds very similar to laboratory. So I think that's why we say laboratory.
I
That's
see.
so funny. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's the first time I've learned about that too. And I think a lot of
Yeah.
students is the first time knowing about that. A pretty important thing. All right. Next one, we have here garage. How do you say that in British English, teacher Lizzie?
I would say garage.
Totally different from American
Or
English.
actually some, again, if you were going to London area, people would say garage. I'll put it in the garage. Yeah, a lot of English people say garage, but I would say garage.
I see. What about teacher Cassie, American English?
We would say in American English garage.
No shortened version, just garage.
No shortened version, just garage. Yep.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yep.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Once again, this is Teacher Aya. We hope you enjoyed today's video. Me, Teacher Lizzie, and Teacher Cassie had a lot of fun letting you know the differences in pronunciation of British English words and American English words, and we hope you learned a lot today. So again, please don't forget to click or tap the subscribe and like button, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Please take care, have a good day, and matane.